Welcome to the CalStressAdvisors.com Pension Maximization Strategies for Educators series. Today we're going to discuss how you can reduce and or eliminate stock market risk and uncertainty from your retirement savings accounts such as your 403b or TSA, which are pretty much the same thing. I want to start by asking you a stupid question. At what point in your career would it be convenient for you to lose 10, 20, 30% or even more of the balance of your 403b or TSA? Of course, the answer is never. Yet many educators are risking the very essence of their retirement money in the Wall Street casino month in and month out by having their money tied to strategies and allocations that can make them a lot of money, but can also lose a lot of their money in a very short amount of time. Most educators know of teachers that have had to work extra years beyond their retirement goal just to recover money that they already had in their 403b or TSA, but lost it when the stock market dropped. This is due primarily to the fact that educators mostly know of only two strategies when it comes to how their TSAs and 403bs can grow. The first way is the most common way. It is called the variable approach. This is when your money is invested directly into the stock market and your balance grows or drops based on the performance of the stocks or funds in which your money is invested. This is a popular option because you can make a lot of money in the long run, but you can also lose a lot of money in the short run as well. The question here is, where will your money be when you need it the most? This is by far a very risky approach. The second approach is the fixed approach. This is basically like a savings account at your local bank. The company holding your TSA or 403b money pays you a fixed or declared interest rate that is usually very low, such as 2 to 3%. In many cases, the declared interest rate does not even allow your money to keep up with inflation. So as you can see, most educators feel they are forced to choose between the lesser of two evils: either risk their money in the Wall Street casino in order to stay ahead of inflation and risk losing their money when they can least afford to do so, or playing it safe with the fixed or declared interest rate that doesn't even keep up with inflation. And this is where the third option that most educators do not even know exists comes in. It is called the indexed approach. This approach is technically a fixed option because your money is never invested directly in the stock market, but rather the interest your money is earning is based on the returns of an index, such as the S&P 500. Let me put this in perspective for you. Here's a chart showing you how $100,000 invested in the S&P 500 from 1998 until 2019 would have performed based on the three strategies I just described. First, we have the variable strategy, which is represented by the red line. And what that simply means is that when the S&P 500 goes up in value, your balance goes up. But when the S&P 500 drops, so does your balance as well. The second option is the fixed account, represented by the black line, which simply means it has a fixed or declared interest rate that is simply paid every year that you have your money with whatever particular company your money is with. In most cases, this strategy does not even keep up with inflation. Now, the third and final option that most educators do not even know exists is the blue line, or the index strategy. And what this simply represents is that here, the returns that your money is earning are based on the returns of the S&P 500, but it's not in the S&P 500 or stock market itself directly. So what that simply means is that every time the stock market goes up, or in this example, the S&P 500 goes up, your balance goes up. But whenever the S&P 500 drops, your balance remains the same. During that time period that the market is dropping, you're not making any money, but most importantly, you're not losing any money either. And as you can see here, there was a time where the S&P 500 dropped, and that $100,000 would have dropped to around $71,000 in value, but the indexing approach allowed you to conserve the balance where it had been at $108,000. Again, as the market goes up or down, you go up with it, but your balance never goes down with it. And in this example, in the same exact market, with the same amount of money, with the exact same amount of time, as you can see, the difference between the variable approach and the indexed approach is very minimal, but yet you never had to lose any sleep wondering where your money was and how it was doing at any point during your working years, most importantly, beyond that as well. Now, here's the crazy part. More than likely, all of these three strategies that I just described to you are available by the very same company that you have your 403b or TSA with right now, but they just simply haven't made you aware of it. I invite you to schedule a free, no obligation pension maximization strategy session today via Zoom to explore all the crediting options for your 403B or TSA, or to maybe start one from scratch if you don't have one. Remember, you only get one shot at getting retirement planning right, so please don't blow it. Thank you.